Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the NBA. So y'all check this out. Now I know not many people watch the NBA videos. If I do one, but I just want to say something about the Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles Clippers, right? We know that we just picked up Chris Paul. Whether we like that or not, his last season, the man wants to be in LA, let the man be in LA. You know, it's his last season. I'll be honest, during Lob City time, I didn't miss no Clippers game. It wasn't because of Chris Paul. Once Blake Griffin got there, and what Blake Griffin was able to do, that's a forgotten player. Unfortunately, Blake Griffin gave you more highlights in his, let's say, about 5 or 6 good years than you ever want to see. I'm talking about dunking on people. And I'm telling you, you guys know what I feel about the NBA. I don't like the fact that you get 3 points for that easy-ass shot. But dunking on somebody is only 2. I think dunking on somebody has to be considered more points. And I think if somebody goes up and blocks a dunk, that should be rewarded with an extra foul. But we talk about that every time I talk about NBA. So Blake Griffin, during his phase, Lob City, him, DeAndre Jordan, and then as Chris Paul came, to even make Lob City a little bit better. But we had Bledsoe. I was cool with Bledsoe. Doesn't matter. But whatever. I wasn't missing games. Clippers were exciting to watch. We had that meltdown, 3-1 against Houston. And that still hurts because I would like the Clipper curse to be broke, because I think the Clipper curse is really something that it's eerily, if you did a movie about the Clipper curse and put some music behind it and stuff like that, that'd be a horror movie. It'd be a horror movie. People thinking the Clipper curse, it'd be Final Destination or something, one of the movies, or The Ring. Like you go to the Clippers and something gonna happen to you. Because every playoffs, everybody's hurt and stuff over years. This is years. They have bad luck. So you want to be a part of the team that's gonna do something against the Clipper curse. You wanna be that player that's gonna do something. You're gonna be the one that's gonna break the Clipper curse. We thought it was gonna be Kawhi Leonard, but Kawhi Leonard is the epitome of the Clipper curse. You know what I'm saying? Every time he's hurt in the playoffs, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? Can't get Kawhi to stay healthy, right? Other players, it was something, we have people get to the playoffs, everybody hurt. I think it even happened to Chris Paul as a Clipper. So, you just wish that at some point something good is gonna happen for the Clippers. Even though I'm a Laker, I grew up right down the street from the Forum, so I'm a Laker. But it's LA first, So what's up? So if the Clippers do well, I'm gonna represent my Clippers too. You know what I'm saying? Now shoot, Clippers Stadium is right down the street from where I grew up. So this is straight up my hood. This is Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go for the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? And the Lakers together. You can go for both. I do that. It's a Laker, but I still wish the Clippers well. So what we got now, we went and got Collins. I forgot what Collins was. He was at Utah, but he was somewhere else not lately. He's a good four position player. Then you had, who else we got? We got Bradley Beal, and we got your boy, Chris Paul. Now here's the deal, right? You talking about it's going to be icy hot all up in that place. Smell like icy hot and all kind of stuff, right? I feel like a retirement home. Right, everybody's old in that place, and the ones that ain't old are hurt all the time before they get old. So the Clippers, right? I'm telling y'all this, and I'm gonna make it short. The Clippers will only compete if they bring your boy Bradley Beal from the bench. Now, Tyronn Lue is a great coach, and I consider myself a pretty damn good coach myself. Because I'm unconventional. I'll give y'all a thing that I did. It's kind of the way I coach. Because a lot of times, of the levels I was coaching on, people ain't gonna send scouts so much. So you play them in the one round, and you got to play them in the second round again. Semi-pro, right? So the first time y'all play, they don't know some players, especially if you got them. So I got people that's awesome coming from the bench, acting whack in the layup line. You know what I'm saying? I tell them straight up, man, you coming from the bench today, they don't know you, right? So what you do, when you doing your layups, especially I had a little small guy from Colombia, real small, and nobody knew who the guy was, right? So I was like, okay, what you do, you stand over here. I don't want you to do all the moves you got. I don't want you to just lay the ball up. They don't need to see nothing. So now I just let the game go on, let them come in, tell them all that good stuff you putting on, don't look all good. Don't let your gear look good or nothing. They supposed to think you a buster, right? And that dude come in there, steal the ball about 3 times in a row, and go into the hole, could nobody stop him and stuff like that. By the time they realize, hey, who the hell is that? We'd up by 10 or even more, double digits for sure, especially if we was already winning. Then he put the game away, right? And in the second quarter, they scared to bring the ball up, right? They coming up there because I could just put him, don't have to press. Just let him go down there and do it by himself and just put 2 guys at the half-court line just for the long pass, and we was just stealing balls. I'm just saying, things like that, unconventional. You don't have to always put your best players right at the beginning. Now, with pros, it's different because it's got contracts, you got, sponsorship money and stuff like that. So my point with Bradley Beal would be this. Phoenix Suns, that was ridiculous to get Bradley Beal when you have Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. 2 guys that go get their own shots. These are not guys you just say stand in the corner and spot up shoot. So you're going to go get another guy that's exactly like that? Beal is not a stand-up shoot guy. Set shot guy in the corner. He can get his own. He can generate his own off the dribble shot. So why would you have 3 guys like that with 1 damn ball in the starting lineup? And neither one of them are a great defender. For me, that's just silly. So we have to have discussions. Kevin Durant starting, Devin Booker starting, Beal, you come from the bench, period. And we rotate. I'm never going to have all 3 of you guys on the court at one time. Ever. Never, like ever. Because all 3 of them, you got to imagine, they can score from all levels. They're 3, mid-range, and to the hole. And they make their free throws. So you're looking at, why the hell would I have 3 identical players? The only difference in these guys are their height. Why would I have all identical players all in starting lineup, wanting the ball, and hurting us on the defensive side? That's just silly. And so, bottom line is this, same thing with the Clippers. Bro, you better not have Bradley Beal, just because of the name, starting with Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. No way. What you do, you rotate him. Let him come in with Chris Paul and them other guys. So I don't know. You got Collins and Zubac starting, right? Collins and Zubac starting. And then you got Collins and Zubac starting, right? That's who you got. So who else? Then you put somebody else that's a defender first. You put him in the starting lineup. Then you put Kawhi and Harden. But you leave Beal, let him come in with Chris Paul and Brook Lopez and whoever else you got over there from the bench. Do not start Bradley Beal, is what I'm trying to say, to sum it up. Bradley Beal should not start unless one of the other guys, if Kawhi's hurt, then that's a different thing. If Harden's hurt, then that's a different thing. But maybe not even then. Then you put the Chris Paul in the starting lineup. But at the end of the day, if you got all 3 of those guys, Kawhi Leonard, Harden, and Bradley Beal starting at the same time, the Clippers will not compete, and then they'll wonder why it is. It's only 1 damn ball, and that's it. So at the end of the day, if they do that, right, and they'll be better defensively, that's for one thing, because Kawhi Leonard is not what he used to be, but he's still awesome, but he's not what he used to be. If they can do that, and I think Tyronn Lue will do that, then the Clippers will compete. Now, I'm just notice I keep saying compete. I ain't saying titles and all that. I'm just saying compete. Y'all feel that? Bradley Beal from the bench, and we'll see the Clippers at least in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Y'all holla. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.